what you see on the slide here is just a quick summary of what we're going to be covering in the next 50 minutes or so. We'll talk about pre-interview preparation. Now, again, this is assuming you've got the interview. So, of course, there's a lot of stuff that happens in order to earn those interviews or get those interviews, but what this is about is assuming you got the interview, an interview's been scheduled. So what do you do to prepare for the interview? How do you develop what we call a point of view or a personal brand that's specific to that interview? And how do you create a springboard for intelligent dialogue rather than just attending an interview where you answer questions dutifully? How do you create a springboard to drive real intelligent dialogue with the interviewer? So we'll talk about that. Then we'll move into the actual interview itself. How do you find ways to speak less but actually say more? How do you ask what we call wake-up questions? And these are questions designed to really wake up the interviewer and bring the interview to life. And then we're going to talk about targeted stories. How do you craft stories that are inherently interesting and also position you in a way that it reflects what the interviewer is looking for and is very memorable? And then finally, we'll finish up with what to do after the interview. Again, how do you reinforce this personal brand that you've emphasized during the interview? How do you create opportunities to continue the dialogue rather than just sitting at home, waiting for a call or waiting for an email or feeling like, boy, is it time to follow up? Should I make that call? Should I send that email? Rather than feeling reactive like that, how can you create proactive opportunities to continue the dialogue? So with that said, let me just take a very brief moment to introduce myself, just so you know who I am. Again, my name is Dan Rust, and I'm not going to tell you my whole life story, but I do want to mention how I came into the world of corporate training and development, because I do think it's relevant to this overall topic. In high school, I wanted to be a veterinarian. In fact, from the earliest time,